Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Let me just first apologize if you guys see a ton of light coming in from this side. It's because I have my window right here and the sun is really bright right now, so the lighting might be a little bit off balance, but if it starts to get crazy then I'll just close it. But anywho, oh my god, I cannot tell you guys how grateful I am for my channel, for the platform that I'm building, for you guys just sticking with me through thick and thin. I have been semi MIA for the past, I would say, a month, for the past month on my YouTube channel, and that's just basically because, you know, life and a girl go through things. But I was shopping around the other day in the dollar store and I got a ton of makeup. I've seen a few videos on like dollar store makeup or stuff like that. I haven't seen a ton, and that's basically because of who I subscribe to on YouTube, and I haven't really searched, I guess, dollar store makeup looks or anything like that. So I got a bunch of stuff that I want to try out for my makeup today from the dollar store. I did not get any foundation, concealer, setting powder, or any of like more like face stuff. Most of what I got is for the eyes. And then I found this lipstick from LA Color. They only had the pink one, so it looks like that. And this was the only one that I saw in there. It's in the color bright pink, so I'm gonna kind of like try to keep my makeup look around the pink purple area. I know it's fall right now, but that's what that's the pink lipstick that I got, so I'm gonna try to keep it friendly enough to use that lip color. I also got this eyeliner from the dollar store. It's from LA Colors, and majority of the makeup that I got from the dollar store is either LA Colors or Wet n Wild. Couple of palettes that I got from the dollar store as well. I got a bunch of them. I actually bought one of these a long time ago, and it's in a neutral color, and I don't think I've used it, but they came out with more, so I wanted to try them. So I have this one. I think the sun is messing with my lighting, so I'm gonna close it. And if you guys hear a little annoying sound right here, that's my fan. It's a little bit warm in this room, so I'm just trying not to be sweaty in my face. But they also had this one. This one is more on the dark brown black side. The other one has a lot of colors. And then they had these, which are shimmery shades. These are also from LA Colors. So I got this one, and I also got this one with gold tones and stuff, and these were all $1, you guys. Like, isn't that crazy? They also had a liquid liner from LA Colors, which I'm like so eager to try. They also had this shimmery loose eyeshadow, which I might try to incorporate in my makeup look. And then the last thing that I got were some pencils. These are just eyebrow. It says brow liner pencils. However, I don't use any pencils for my brows because they're just gonna be looking a hot mess. So because I don't want my brows to look crazy, I went ahead and did my brows already, so I just prefer not to use these for my brows. So I already prepped my eyes, my lid, with concealer and setting powder, and I did use a MAC concealer, a MAC Studio Fix concealer, and my Laura Mercier powder to go ahead and set my eyes, just because I want these shadows to work really well. Not because they're from the dollar store, that means that I'm just gonna throw them on and be like they're trash. I really want them to work the best that they can, so I went ahead and did a really good canvas to put it on top of. I know you guys are probably like, Shelly, where have you been? What have you been doing? For those of you guys that follow me on the Snap, y'all know that my sister's wedding was a big part of my life and it just took a toll on me. And I know my sister's probably going to be like, you're so dramatic or you're using my wedding as an excuse. But the girl's wedding was just a lot. That was one of the things. And then another thing, I was just going through some stuff. But anyways, back to the palette. I'm going to use this color right here. These don't really have names, so I'm going to use this color right here as my transition color, and then I'm going to transition to this darker purple, and then I might add this maybe. So I'm going to start and see how they are. Very, very powdery, I can already tell, which I'm not a big fan of, but let me zoom in for you guys, because so far I'm not getting a lot of pigment out of this palette, so that is not good. That is not good at all. I'm going to change this brush. These brushes that I'm using are by Ruby Kisses. I got them in my local beauty supply store and I absolutely love these brushes. So if they're not working with these shadows, it's not because of the brushes, it's because of the shadows. So this is that other darker purple color that I'm placing on my lids right here. And this other purple is really not that bad. It's not that bad, huh? The only thing is, as dark as it looks in the palette, the color payoff is just not what's up. So as you guys can see, I had to put in a whole ton of work with getting the color to show and blending out the eyeshadow, but this purple is not bad at all. Alright, so because I want to wear that bright pink lipstick with this look, which is weird because I want it to look like fall, I'm going to use this pink shimmery shadow. I also got this from the dollar store. Alright guys, so after the concealer is dry on my lids, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and place this pink on this palette, and I'm going to actually use this little thing that came inside of the palette, which is like weird, like nobody uses these anymore, but I'm going to put that right on the center of my lid, right on the center. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at that. Like, that's not shimmer. It looks like shimmer, but it's not shimmer. And it's very chalky. But that's how it looks. I'm just going to go ahead and blend around the edges of this because I don't want anything to look too harsh or too crazy. Then I'm going to use this liquid liner from LA Color. I'm praying to God that this liquid liner is actually good, because I don't like, the palettes are not, they're not that. I mean, how wrong can you go with a liquid liner? I don't know. It's, the tip is so small. I'm telling you guys, this thing is definitely for my niece. Like, look how small the tip is. So for my lower lash line, I'm gonna go ahead and use this auto liner that I got from the dollar store as well. I didn't get anything else, mascara, anything like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this on my lower lashes. I'm just gonna go back into the palette, guys, with this deep purple because it's really not that pigmented. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face. So I'm gonna use some drugstore products because there wasn't anything else from the dollar store to finish up my face. If you guys want to see what I use, just keep on watching. What I'm going to use to prime my face today is the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. I haven't used this in a while, but I absolutely love it. So a choice of foundation from the drugstore that are really good that I recommend are the my English is like getting so bad since I left school. But I recommend the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. This is an amazing foundation. I also recommend the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. But I think today I'm going to go ahead and use the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. I was a little bit skeptical about this foundation when I got it because in my opinion it kind of looked dark for my skin tone. But I don't know, we'll see when I conceal and stuff like that. This is in the color Coffee. Another really good concealer that I like is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Concealer. I'm going to go ahead now and blend out that concealer with this beauty sponge that I got from AliExpress. I don't think this was more than $5, and to tell you the truth, I really like it. I even prefer to use it sometime more than my own beauty blender. So I'm going to go ahead now and blend this out. So if you're on a budget, I definitely recommend grabbing one of these from AliExpress. I'll try to leave the link down below where you can purchase it. It does take more than a week to come in the mail, so beware of the shipping. But it is free shipping and it's coming from China, so you can't expect it to be at your doorstep in 3 days. It just doesn't work like that. So I do recommend this sponge if you're a Barbie on a budget. I don't know if you guys can see how flawless my concealer is blending out, but this sponge, don't sleep on it. I love it. Go ahead now and set, and what I'm going to use to set is my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. Alright, so now that my face is all set and baking with my setting powder, I'm going to go ahead and contour, and I'm going to use my CoverGirl bronzer in Ebony Bronze to powder contour my face. I'm going to use the same powder to contour my nose. I'm going to go ahead and just dust off all the excess powder that we're not going to use. Then to set my overall face, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder, which looks like this. And I'm going to use this to set my face. This is in the shade Classic Tan, by the way, if anyone cares to know. And this sponge is from the beauty supply store or drugstore, I believe. So it's kind of like a fake one from the Laura Mercier, but it works just the same way. So you could go ahead and purchase one of these to use to set your overall face. I just feel like it leaves the surface very smooth and better than a brush would normally do. So I do recommend these to use with your overall powder just to set your face. For blush, I'm going to go in with one of my all-time favorite blushes, and this is from NYX, and it's in the color Desert Rose. It just looks like this. Just a really pretty pink blush, and I'm just going to add this to the apples of my cheek. I'm not going to make it look too crazy. For mascara, this is the cheapest one that I have. This one is from Forever 21. It just comes in this silver barrel and it looks like that. I think this mascara is probably less than $5. It's cheaper than the ones from the beauty supply store, so I do recommend it. It does an amazing job with combing out your lashes and not leaving them clumpy. So if you're on a budget and you're ever in Forever 21, I definitely recommend grabbing one of these. And it works really well for the bottom lashes as well. I'm not going to add any lashes on my eyes because I do not have any affordable lashes at the moment. Everything is like almost $10 or more, and I think there's a lot of lashes out there that's like $1 or so that you can find, I think even at the dollar store. So for that purpose of not having one, I'm not going to add one. Cheapest highlighters that I have are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighters, and I have two colors. I have it in Crown of Canopy and Precious Petals, and I think I'm going to use Crown of Canopy because it's more on the rosy pink undertone side. So it just looks like this. And I'll swatch it for you guys so you guys can see how it looks. It's really pretty. It's really pretty in my opinion, but it's not as bright as I would like my highlighter to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put Precious Petals on top just to give it that pop. Last but not least, before I add my lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and set my overall face. And I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Finish spray. It looks like that. I'm just going to go ahead and bathe in that all over the face. Alright guys, for the final touch, which is my lips, I'm going to go ahead and use this pencil from the beauty supply store. I believe this one was like 99 cents to line my lips. And I'm lightly lining my lips with this because it's brown and I am using a pink on my lips, a pink lipstick. And you want to make sure that your lips are not dry when you're applying this. It's a very light pink, which looking at it in the packaging, it does not seem like it would be. It would seem like it was going to be like a bright pink, but I'm loving the payoff that it's getting. It's not too bright, which goes perfect with the eyes, so I absolutely do care for this lipstick. It's very soft on the lips, and it's also not breaking apart. A lot of times lipsticks, even expensive lipsticks, can break apart, and this is not breaking apart at all. The only thing I would suggest if you're using this as a lipstick is to make sure that you travel with it so that you can always reapply if anything happens. If anything goes wrong, remember it's a $1 product, so you can't expect it to be lasting all day. My final thoughts on all the stuff that I got from the dollar store. The eyeshadows, like I said, are for someone who is just beginning out with makeup, is really on a budget and cannot afford it. But you do have to put in a lot of work to get the eyeshadows to work. But listen, it blends better than some beauty supply store or drugstore eyeshadows that I've used. The fallout is not crazy, so I'm not mad at it at all for all the blending that I had to do. But like I said, not something that I would gravitate towards, but it's definitely something that could work for a person on a budget. The lipstick's the same thing. It didn't break apart. It's very soft on the lips, feel very nice in my opinion. And yeah, I love the liquid liner. It's, I think, the best thing that I've got. The tip is a little bit short compared to what I'm normally used to, but for someone that's young that's gonna use it, I don't think that they should have a long tip, because long tips can be very messy even for myself. The liner that I used for my lower line, didn't care for it. It took me forever to get any kind of smudge on there. So it's something as well that a person could use that's starting out, but I don't recommend it because you could get better pencils from the beauty supply store. That's 99 cents. So that pencil from the dollar store, do not recommend it. It should be out of the question. Everything else I used that was drugstore on my face. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. Like I said, I am back with the YouTube videos. Sorry that this one had to be super duper long, but I bought these products and I really wanted to do a talk through just to be chatting with you guys. And yeah, that's about it for this makeup look, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. Even if you skipped through, that's completely fine if there's something that you weren't interested in and you just wanted to get to the end of the video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for rocking with me once more. To all my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. I love you guys already with the sweet comments. But yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Toodles!